Hi guys, what is up? I'm obviously here filming a Q&A. I don't know why intros are always so fucking awkward, but we have our cute little cup. I'm obsessed with her. So yeah, we have our cute little cup. Got some hot chocolate. So fucking good. So good. I figured we could have a little Valentine's little chit chat, girl talk. Hi Star. Star wants some love. Hi Angel. Oh, I wish you guys could see her. She's being such a lover today. Okay, this is such a funny story. I was walking out of work, right? And one of my employees asked me to take him home. So I was like, yeah, I got you, kid. Come on. So we were walking and he goes, oh, is there stray cats out here? And I guess he's never seen them before. I know that was the first thing I fucking noticed when I started at this place. They had stray cats outside and I loved them. And he goes, what are they doing over there? And I legit look up and there's three of them. Two cats were fucking while one was watching. Yeah. And I don't know if the other one was pissed about it. Like, he was like, that's my girl. Because he looked like he was ready to square up. And I was like, what the fuck? And we literally, like, I felt like a creep. Like, we literally were sat in our car and we were like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, it's like we're watching, like, an animal, like one of those nature channels. It's like, what is going through there? I was like, what is going through these cats' minds? Like, it was their two males and they're fighting over the female. Because that female clearly wanted that male. Like, they were going fucking at it for a second. Now, we sat there for a minute and we both were just looked at each other and went, what the fuck? Like, we were like, what the fuck is happening? This has never happened before. Normally we get stray dogs running in the building, not two cats fucking. While a third one sat there and watched and tried to fight. It was very interesting. And then I was like, okay, I'm taking you home because this is just fucking weird. But yeah, it was a very interesting night. Actually, I already filmed this video once and I decorated this cute wine glass with you guys and put little cute bows on it. And I was like, oh my god, it's so cute and Pinteresty and yada yada. And then the video was blurry. So we're gonna refilm it. I did ask a few more questions since I had time. And yeah, we're gonna answer these little Valentine's Day questions. So you can feel free to do your arts and crafts, do whatever you want. Do a crossword puzzle. I just bought this one for $1. It's The Office. I've been into The Office lately. It's my new fixation right now. Decorate a wine glass. Do some clay. And I'm gonna answer these questions. I was gonna do our nails together, but really I'm filming a short film and I don't need my nails done for it. If you see my cat Luna in the background, that's my boy and he might have to go to the vet tomorrow. And I'm dreading it because getting him inside of the crate is going to be hard. And then getting him to the vet's going to be hard. And they're going to be like, you can't control your cat? No, he controls me. The fuck? So anyways, that was a long intro. Sorry. Just I feel like I need someone to talk to. I don't have anyone to talk to. So, I just wanted to yap. Okay. So the first question is, what top love songs? Okay. Do me like love songs, do me like freaky songs. Like, okay, I've been into Montel Fish, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, lately. Like, Bathroom, Hotel, Altitude, oh my god. The guitar, like, I wish I could play the guitar. Ain't no way I could ever fucking do that shit. But, bro, please go listen. My favorite love songs, I would definitely say Love on Top is a good one. What's that one by Alicia Keys? Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. It ain't you, baby. Yeah, that song. Love that song. There's just like that one and Love on Top are like my top ones. EXO by Beyonce is also so good. I love that one. I do have my Spotify playlist. I need to start linking down below. It's in my link tree, but I don't think anyone fucking looks at that shit. But yeah, I have a bunch of like fun, like cutesy love songs. I have a bunch of love albums. Because I'm a hopeless romantic, so go check them out. But those are my current, like, ones that I've been on repeat lately playing. Love on Top and all that. Next, feeling lonely this Valentine's Day. Any suggestions? If you have friends, I have one friend and she's 4 hours away, so I wouldn't know what that's like. But if you have friends, go out with your girls. Nothing's wrong with spending Valentine's Day alone. I've had my Valentine's Day as a romantic partner. I've had my Valentine's Day as a single sad bitch and as a single bad bitch, you know? I've had all those moments and you know what? It's okay. And it's okay to feel lonely. There's nothing wrong with that. It's also okay to be okay being alone, but I know some people, they don't like to feel lonely. Even if they like to be alone, they don't like to feel it, and I get that. But if you're spending it alone, this is what I would do. Get some hot cocoa. Have a girls' night to yourself, a self-care night, okay? Do your nails, do a face mask, make some homemade cinnamon rolls. If you can't do it homemade, don't worry, just go buy the little Pillsbury ones. Those are just as good. And just really take time to yourself. And I think being alone is really important. It's good to kind of learn who you are. So yeah, just do something like that. And if you have some friends, go out with your girls. Whether y'all like to party, go do an escape room, go do a rage room. That's been on my bucket list because I have a lot of anger to get out about life. So go to a rage room with your girls and just scream about how much either you hate men or whatever you're going through. You know, whatever you're going through. But if you have a good group of friends, get together with your homies and just go have a good time. And if not, host a mini valentines. Y'all can decorate wine glasses and watch really cute romantic movies. Guys, I'm gonna start like I'm like really working on my stories lately. And I've been really into like posting like movies, music I listen to and stuff like that. So I would go check it out on my Insta. So yeah, shameless plug, but I have been doing that. I just saw this one movie on Netflix. I don't know the fucking name of it, but I'm gonna put it in my story when I find it. How do you know when someone is the one? Good question. I don't know. Listen, I really don't think there's ever the one. I think at the end of the day, you just kind of find your partner who like you're like. It just naturally happens. It's not forced. It's not like you're forced in this relationship. It's like, it's the person that, to me, it's the person that you want to call when something good or bad happens. It's the person that you can, like, I think laughter is the best thing that saves people and gets people through things. Like marriage is tough, right? And I feel like the best thing you could do to, like, know that you have your good partner is just, like, if you can laugh with someone through the crazy pain and, like, of life. Because life is really just about a series of events happening and just, like, shit happening 24/7. So you can find that person that you just want to laugh with all the time and the person that you just want to go to. And I think at the end of the day, when you know someone is the one when like they feel like home to you, you know. Hopefully that was good advice. I don't know. How to know if your partner's cheating? I'm not trying to say snoop through his phone or her phone or their phone. But listen, no. I've never been through anyone's phone. I take pride in that. Not really. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't know. Like, why do you think that? There's so many different layers to that situation, that scenario. But to me, if you can't trust your partner, why are you with him? I mean, there's simple things you can, like, know. If you see a receipt to a restaurant or if you see, like, you smell perfume or lipstick, like the basic hints of cheating. And maybe he just started acting weird. And I think at the end of the day, just confront him. Just be like, hey, what's your problem? What's going on? Just be straightforward. And yeah, but just know if you snoop through his phone, you might hurt your own feelings. I mean, it's going to be his fault that you hurt your own feelings. But, you know. But yeah, I really don't know how to tell you. I mean, I've luckily never been in that scenario. Knock on wood. I'm a little batshit. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a little batshit, okay? But yeah, I just think, you know, just confront your partner. And if you have to, go through his phone. And then break his phone. I don't know. Take all my advice very lightly. I think I'm ready to date, but not sure. Ooh, good scenario. I mean, I don't think anyone's ever really prepared to date. It's just, there's a lot of new feelings, emotions that come with it, and it's all very new. It can be very overwhelming, and if you can't handle the overwhelmingness, it might just seem too much for you. I definitely, when I started dating and my dating journey, I was not at all prepared. Even now, I'm still just like, like, I don't know, I'm still a little weird about it. It's just a weird concept. But at the end of the day, I think just try things, see what's good for you, see if you like it. Just go on a few dates with different people. And don't put any pressure on it and just have fun. And yeah, just make sure you're safe and just do what you want to do. And don't do anything you don't want to do. First date ideas. Ooh, I love this one. Do not go to the movies. Don't go to a dinner. Don't do shit like that. Do something kind of fun. So I think like going like mini golfing or like Top Golf or something would be really fun. Because you're playing, but then you can still talk and get to know each other, snack, drink, whatever. You know? Sorry guys, this is going to be an ongoing battle. I only have like 10 minutes on this camera, and no matter when I've bought several SD cards, no SD card will format to this fucking camera. I don't understand why. So yeah, maybe it's just because my computer's old, so like it won't format it. I have no idea. Definitely need to upgrade my PC eventually. That's on the agenda. But anyways, we're gonna get back to questions because I'm already on like 10 minutes and we're not halfway done. Like I was saying about the first date, do something interactive. Golfing, bowling, maybe escape room, but that might be level 3, 4. Do something that's playful, fun. You can joke around, get to know each other, and like, you know, obviously have a conversation, get to know each other. That's what the point of a date is. But when you're at like a dinner, it's just like there's like this awkward silence sometimes, and it's just kind of iffy. So yeah, just do something interactive and fun. Gift ideas for Valentine's Day. I actually do have Amazon with gift ideas for him and her. But if you're looking for gifts for him, you can never go wrong with like a whiskey set or like a beard oil set. I personally love handmade gifts or gifts that are like that I can use. Like I hate when I see this like little like memes of like a girl, it's Christmas time, it's Valentine's Day, guys, girls don't want these bath sets, girls don't want these Walmart sets. Yeah, the fuck I do. Like, I want something I can use, and while I'm using it, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, my bestie bought me this, or my boo bought me this, you know? Things like that I do love, because I can use it. I don't want like a walnut that's just gonna sit there. I don't want like a little flower thing that's just gonna sit there. Like, yeah, I'm gonna appreciate it because you spent time and money and thought getting that for me. But still, like, I want something that I can use. That's just my personal, like, thing. So, I always tell people perfume, jewelry. I personally, I mean, I have so much jewelry. I really don't want any more jewelry. Like, every year my family gets me, like, jewelry for Christmas and my birthday. And I appreciate it. But I'm like, I have a few staple pieces I wear. And I just don't rotate my jewelry out like that. I used to, but it's just not a thing I do anymore. I don't know if I'm just lazy or tired or depressed. I don't know. I just don't. Like, I have not put earrings in my ear, like, my ear holes, like, I don't even remember when, okay? So yeah, just do like little gifts like that, or if someone, I try to think of like things that they said they liked before. You can never go wrong with shoes, clothes, like things people use. I personally love like handmade like food. Like, I love to make people banana bread and cookies. I'm not the best with cookies, I'm still learning, but my banana bread, top tier, okay? My banana bread slaps, okay? So, yeah. What are qualities you look for in a partner? The complete opposite of me. I'm very, like, I'm outgoing when, like, I'm with people I'm close with, but I'm a very reserved, quiet person. Like, people around me always goes, you're so quiet, you're so quiet. I'm like, I'm always quiet. Like, I don't like talking to people, it scares me. So maybe someone who's a little bit more outgoing and a little bit more, like, fun. Yeah, that's really it. I mean, I do want someone who's kind of more family oriented and who has a decent relationship with their family. I don't know. I do like a tall guy. Maybe like a little 6'3", 6'4". What else? I kind of like, I don't want to say I like goofy and nerdy, but like I kind of like, I don't know, like I don't want someone who's like, I want someone who's just themselves. Like, not someone who tries to put up a front for people and try to be cool and tough and a hard ass. I don't like that. That's not my thing. And as far as looks go, like, obviously I gotta be attracted to you, but like, I fall in love with personality more. So like, just being a good person, a kind-hearted person, a humble person. Yeah, I think that's really it. What's your type? Okay, kind of the same question. And I used to be very look oriented. Like, I was like, you need to have this, you need to have this, you need to have this. But now I'm just very more like, good guy. I mean, yeah, sure, I like a guy who can dress. I like a guy who has style. I don't even know what kind of style. Like, I don't want to say old money style, but also I don't want to say street style. It's kind of in between those things. And just, I don't know, just like, I just want to date like a good person who has a good heart. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what my type is anymore. I mean, you can look at my, repost on Twitter, or not Twitter, who has Twitter anymore? That's not even a thing. On TikTok. But I don't know. Definitely like, There's this thing going around, are you Alvin, Simon, or Theodore? And I totally used to be an Alvin. Like, bad boy was my, like, thing. But lately, I've been a Simon girly. I've been on Book Talk also because I've been writing a novel. So, yeah. What are some red flags plus green flags? Red flags. Oh, just being, like, toxic or, like, kind of, like, one pet peeve I have is when I see girls who are, like, so themselves. The moment they get into a relationship, they, like, change their whole persona. Like, there's this one girl I follow, and she never once would talk about, like, I mean, she kind of talked about church, but not really. All of a sudden, she's dating this guy, and now she's, like, going to church all the time, which good for you. Like, good for you. Like, I'm not trying to knock on that, but it's like, are you doing this because you want to, or it's for a guy? You know what I mean? Or, like, she even, like, changed her, like, this girl, like, changed her style, started being more modest, and, like, she used to, like, do all these dancing videos on social media, and then she literally, like, stopped. And I'm like, you're just acting different. And maybe it's for the good, but also I just hate seeing people lose themselves in relationships. And that's, like, one thing that I never want to do is, like, lose myself trying to be someone else to impress someone else or to be with someone else, if that makes any sense. That was a long-winded tangent. I have ADHD, I'm sorry. Red flags, just toxic. Like, if you, like, if you, like, try to, like, go through my phone even though I gave you no reason to, or if you, like, try to be, like, if you assert any kind of, like, controlness, I'm gonna be like, no. Like, you try to tell me what I can and cannot wear, no. Can't handle a baddie, just say that. Like, you know, I just think those are red flags. Also, any kind of, like, love bombing situations, I just don't like. I dumped a guy because he used to joke around about, like, oh, I will myself if you ever left me. Like, I for real couldn't live without you. And I'm like, we've been dating for 3 weeks. What are you talking about? Immediate no. Like, even at the time, he was just joking and wasn't being serious in those moments. Like, I was just like, no, I don't play that. I don't like that. I even told him to stop a few times, and he didn't. Like, that's just not cute. He's just given very narcissistic, and that's, like, one thing I can't do is a narcissistic man. Green flags, if you remember, like, little things, like, that's a love language. If you remember, like, little things that I told you, and you, like, hey, let's do this, or hey, I remember you said you like this white rose, so I bought it for you, or, like, whatever, you know, just, like, little things like that. And I think just, like, one green flag is, how do they treat their waiters? Like, that's, like, my biggest thing in relationships. How do you treat people around you? Like, okay, I always just believe, like, how they treat their mom is important, which is important, because that woman birthed you, okay? Like, she could have died having you, like, she birthed you, okay? So, you know, respect her. But you're also very comfortable with your mom, so you are going to treat her a little bit different than you'll treat, like, a stranger. How does the person that you're on a date with treat that waitress, the retail associate, whoever it is helping you guys? That is so important, because if they can talk shit or be rude to someone they don't even know, imagine what they could do to you behind closed doors. Like, that's just, So, a green flag is when they're very, like, polite to waiters, they tip nice, you know, and all that. I think that's a really important green flag. Do you believe in soulmates? Personally, I don't believe in soulmates. I fall in love with personality. I don't think you can just, like, immediately find someone and be like, that's my person. I personally just think life is really just about, like, I don't want to say everyone settles. You don't settle, but you try to think how to put this. I just think at the end of the day, you find someone, you date them, and you keep dating them, and it's either going to end up in heartbreak or you're with someone for the rest of your life. And I think really life is just about finding that person that makes you happy and that helps you and that you want to go through all these tough times and obstacles with. And I think that just happens naturally. I don't really know if that's, like, your soulmate. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a very pessimistic person. I've been told that. So, yeah. Relationship is getting mundane and boring. Any advice? Spice it up. You know? Maybe y'all been cooped up in the house with kids for so long. Make sure you go on weekly date nights, if not every other 2 weeks. Find new hobbies to do together. Like, try bike riding. Try different things. Do little game nights. Go on double dates with people. Go buy some fun stuff for the bedroom. You know, just try to spice it up. I think every relationship goes through that rough patch. I feel like that's why a lot of people end in divorce or break up after a few years. It's because you get so comfortable and like you see each other every day, you run out of things to talk about with that person. So I definitely think, that's why I kind of like the whole opposite attract. Like I would want to date someone in the same field as me, like very artistic and creative, but not the same. Okay, like I was saying, just try new things and who knows where you'll end up. Going through a breakup, what should I do? Ooh, okay, listen, if you have friends, going back to the if you have friends thing, get your girls and y'all go out. Have a good time. But also, as much as I want to say surround yourself with people and all that, be alone. I think it's so important for people to be alone and to find comfort in themselves and to really learn about yourself. You learn so much when you're alone. Like, I think everyone needs to live alone at least for a year on their own before moving in with a spouse or whatever, or if after college and roommates. Live alone for a year. Don't just jump into a relationship and all that. I remember I was talking to an old friend and we were just talking and she goes, oh, what's it like living alone? And I just kind of explained to her, you know, it's nice. You come home and don't get me wrong, there's times when I'm lonely and I'm like, damn, I wish I came home to someone and could just talk to somebody about my day, you know? But I told her, I was like, I think it's important to live alone. And she was like, I don't know. Like, I'm just the type, I want to go from one family to another. And I was like, that's just weird. That's just weird to me. I mean, that's what you want. Good for you. You know, do what you want. It's your life. But I'm like, you need to be on your own. Like, even if you're with a spouse, like you have your high school sweetheart or whoever, your college sweetheart, don't jump to move in with them. Live alone before you let someone else into your space, into your territory. Because I think, you don't become an adult until you're out on your own, at least for a year to 3. I really could see the progress from moving out at like 19, 20 to like me first moving out, fucking mess, okay? I was a wreck. I mean, I'm still kind of a wreck, but my frontal lobes are developing a little bit more, so I have some maturity and sense now. I'm not doing reckless shit. But I just think it's important to just be alone. You learn so much about yourself because when you're with your family, you really only have what they taught you, their beliefs, their systems. So when you're out on your own, you can find who you are. And I think that's so important. You really need to find who you are before you get in a serious relationship anyways. But anyways, going back to the breakup thing, I just think spend time alone. Take yourself on dates. Find self-love and self-worth. Because I think one of the best things is when you are a confident baddie, okay? Not a lot of men could handle a confident baddie, I'm just saying. But I think, like, I remember a guy told me once, like, he was like, you're awesome. And I'm like, I know. I was like, I know. And I was just, like, playing around, being cutesy and funny. And I looked at him, I was like, I'm joking, you know? And he was like, no, you're not. And I looked at him, and he looked at me, and this is a grown-ass man. I'm, like, 19, right? We work together. And he was like, he goes, you're being serious. And he was like, that's okay. He goes, I'm dealing with an insecure 35-year-old wife. You know, he was like, we fight every day, okay? She almost hit this man with her car, okay? I was like, oh shit, you know? And he noted they both were cheating on each other, but that's none of my business. But anyways, he approached, like, a lot of men, like, he goes, men love a confident woman. And not that you need to, like, be confident, you know, for a guy or whatever. It's be confident for you. But he was like, people love a confident person. He was like, and it's just amazing that you're confident, you know? You're confident so young. But yeah, I think life definitely ripped all of my cockiness out of my 19-year-old ass. But yeah, I think it's important to be confident and find yourself. There's my laundry. Anyways, I really don't know where I was going with that, so we're going to go to the next question. This is probably some awful ass advice. I feel like I have good ideas, but it's hard for me to get them out there, so it just sounds like a bunch of words or letters thrown together, you know? How to know if you should marry your partner. Like I said, life is really just about going with the flow and just letting things happen naturally. And if that person feels like home to you, then marry them. And also, I feel like that's such a bad thing on, like, divorce. People's like, oh my god, like, they, like, talk shit about people who get divorced. It's okay to get divorced. Don't get me wrong. It's expensive, you know? But if you end up having a divorce, who gives a fuck? Just make sure you get a prenup, or at least you got your own separate agreements for that. And yeah, I think life is hard. And one of my old employees was really explaining to me, like, marriage, when you first get married, it's like a big high for like 5 years. Then after that, for like maybe 10 years, you're gonna be boring as fuck. You got the kids, you got the jobs, it's gonna be like a flat line. He goes, you might dip a little, you might go up a little. And then he goes, eventually, once you start getting settled, it's pretty much all good and that. But he goes, you gotta get through those tough times. And those tough times aren't just like a week, a month, or 2. It could be years. And I think it's really about finding that person who you want to be mundane with, who you want to have those ups and downs with. And that's how you know you should marry them. I already read that one. Tips for getting serious with a partner. Ooh, I'm assuming serious means like, I wouldn't say marriage, but it's like you wanting to move in, settle down kind of, or like, I don't know. My biggest advice is to talk to people about everything, okay? Talk to them about, you know, your debt. That's important. Talk to them about when you're going to have kids. Like, if you want kids, because some people don't want kids, and that's fine. But then you find a partner who also doesn't want to have children. You know, I feel like that's one of the leading causes of divorce is children. Like, your timeline. So, I say when you get with someone and you start to get serious, set a goal and a timeline for yourself. Obviously, goals can change. Timelines can be adapted. You never know. God forbid one of you guys get sick. You know, what if she has infertility issues, or what if he gets cancer, God forbid, you know, or like what if one of you guys lose your job, one of you guys get a promotion and y'all gotta move to another state and relocate. Life fucking happens, and sometimes it sucks. And so, you know, finding that person to do that stuff with is beautiful. And I think when you're getting serious with someone, you need to talk about your career goals. Do you want to move to another place? Do you not want to stay in your hometown forever? When do you want to have kids? Because some people, they get married and they expect to have kids within a year. And the other one's like, no, let's enjoy being married for 5 to 8 years. And then we have kids, you know? And that's okay. Or even when you start getting serious with someone, talk about marriage. Like, you know, y'all, one person might be like, when we graduate, I'm going to propose. The other one might be like, let's date for 10 years before we get engaged, you know? So you need to talk about timelines. You need to talk about plans, life goals. And, you know, keep each other updated on those. Maybe have like a once a year kind of chit chat. Hey, this is what we want, you know, kind of thing. As well as talk about the hardships. Talk about your debt. If you have any medical bills debt, if you have any college debt, that can also put financial stress on y'all and hurt your relationship. So talk about all the hard, uncomfortable things. Just to be transparent with each other so you both know what you're getting yourselves into when you start this relationship. Because relationships is really a partnership, and it's kind of like a business ship. You're combining your two lives and making one, and what each other do, what one of y'all do is going to affect the other person because y'all are together. So, yeah. How to know I'm ready to have sex with my partner. I think this goes back to how to, like, one of the other questions that was up there, but it's really about, like, I don't think anyone's ever really ready. I truly don't, because it's such a new experience. And let me tell you, it's uncomfortable. You're like really giving yourself to someone else, and I feel like for guys it's like no big deal. They have like no shame. Most guys, most of the time they have no shame. They don't care. But girls are very reserved, and girls are kind of taught to be reserved. So I think it's a very uncomfortable situation. So if you're a man in that situation, make sure your girl is comfortable, okay? But I feel like you're never gonna really know, but I will say one thing: make sure you actually love your partner. Don't just do it because he peer pressured you. Don't just do it because you feel like you had to, or you need to get it out the way. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that you, like, in that moment, you're like, I want to do this, and there's no second guessing it. But really, it's just find a partner that you feel 100% comfortable and okay with. Tips on meeting partners' parents, plus when should you meet their parents? Some people meet them like within like a week or two. I feel like that can kind of be like love bombing in a sense. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But it really just depends on the person, the situation, what's happening. But I definitely say if they invite you to come over for a family dinner, to come over for dinner to meet you, always never show up to a dinner empty-handed. When someone's making you a dinner or buying you food, show up with something, flowers, a bottle of wine or whiskey if they like. Maybe you can make your special banana bread or cookies for dessert or something. Never show up empty-handed, and just really be polite and be yourself, you know, just be who you are, and hopefully they like you. When should you? The timelines are different for everyone depending on if they live in town, live out of state, whatever. As well as careers can be a factor into that. Anyways, like I was saying, pretty much, I don't know. I mean, it's really, the timeline's different for everyone. Some people might say 3 months is too long, too soon. I don't know. But yeah, just never show up empty-handed. Always bring something to the table. And just be yourself. Be nice. And yeah, and hopefully they like you. So yeah, next, rank love languages. What is yours? Ooh, I love talking about this. I'm not an affectionate person at all. So I would say touching and feeling is very like the bottom. I just don't like it. Like, I don't like PDA. I'm just like, why would we kiss and make out in front of other people? That should be between you two. I'm just one of those people. I'm just like very, no, we're not. Maybe you hold hands, but that's about it. Like, I just think that's just weird. I would say like my top love languages is like words of affirmation. I'm an overthinker, so I overanalyze everything people say. So I'm like, please elaborate what you were saying. Please text me at least once a day to let me know that you don't hate me, you're not mad at me. And definitely just like remembering little things I said to you, and like doing like little cute things. I don't know, like I'm not like a big, like I like gifts, but I don't want big elaborate gifts. To me, a gift's like, hey, I went and got you your favorite muffin and coffee from the shop, or hey, here's, you know, hey, I bought you a crossword puzzle. Hey, because I remember you said you liked it. You know, little things like that. Hey, I saw this book and I thought you might like to read it. Things like that I do appreciate. So, yeah. I don't like being in the center of attention, so I don't like big things, you know? And the last question. How to deal with body insecurity while being intimate. Listen. The guy you're with already knows what you look like. He's already seen your profile. He's seen you in person. If you're dating, he's seen you. So, be confident. Be confident in yourself. Be confident in your body. You know, he knows what you look like. He can see the curves. He can see all of you, you know. And don't worry about what he thinks. Like, I feel like people, when you go in these moments, you get so inside your head. Stop that. Stop that. You're beautiful no matter what, and just have fun. And if that person's with you, he's with you. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's really all I can say about that. I don't know the age group that's watching this video. I definitely marked not for kids, but ain't no telling. But I hope you guys enjoyed these questions. If you guys want me to do more videos like this, let me know. I'm kind of struggling with what kind of content to put out there, because I know vlogs are just very popular. But typically the vlogs you watch are people who are already established, so you're interested in their life. They have elaborate lives. They spend all day getting matcha and working out and doing little work and going to the beach. Do you guys like to see regular chicks vlogs? I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like no one wants to watch someone's vlog if they don't know who they are. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, why do I watch someone's life that I don't even know? So what kind of videos do you really like? I think that's probably the issue with YouTube. Vlogs came out, so people aren't making like full elaborate content anymore. And it's fucking annoying. Like, I miss sit down, what's in my purse videos. I miss, because that's the way you get to know people, kind of. And I miss like the sit down, like the like collabs that YouTubers did and all that stuff. Like, I just miss those videos. Now it's just kind of like the morning routines and all that. Now everything's so vlog styled, but nobody wants to watch someone's vlog if they don't know who they are. So making content can be kind of tricky and hard for new people who want to pursue this. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Mwah.